A lot of us dream about studying in Singapore, but with limited information at hand, we approach the study abroad consultants. These consultants not only help us with the complete application process, but also guarantee that we will be able to get admission into good Singapore university, no matter what profile we have. So who are these consultants? Should we even go with them? And in the end, who is going to be the best consultant for us to get admission in a Singapore university? Well, let's find out. Hi everyone, I am Neha Agrawal. I'm the founder of WiseUp Communications and an alumni of NTU Singapore. And in this video, we are going to talk all about consultants and how they help you with Singapore admissions. There are many study abroad consulting companies in India. If I take their names, my video will definitely be banned by YouTube. But essentially what they do is that they guide you through the entire application process. First, they help you in choosing the universities. After that, they prepare your SOP and LORs for you. Then they even fill out the entire application form for you. And lastly, they also help you with the visa process. And based on all these things, they claim that if you actually go with them, you will be able to get admission in a good university. And for all these services, they charge you somewhere between 75,000 to 1 lakh rupees. And as a consumer, you feel it's a fair ask. Because if you're going to a university, foreign university, and you're spending somewhere between 30 to 50 lakh rupees, then might as well spend 1 lakh rupees in getting into a good university, right? At least that is what most parents think because they feel it's the best for their child. Well, now let's talk about what is wrong with this entire process, specifically for Singapore. So when you go to these consultants and you tell them that, see, this is the kind of course I want to pursue and this is my qualification, they will share a list of universities that you can apply to. But are these even good universities? Are they reputed enough? Will you get a job after studying from these universities, either in Singapore or in India? They will not have an answer. The truth is that Singapore is a small country. So there are hardly 3 to 5 good universities in Singapore that you can apply to. To know which are the top 5 universities in Singapore, I've made a separate video on it which you can check out later. Of course, there are many other universities in Singapore, but not all of them are reputed enough. And if you pursue some diploma course or some master's program from these universities, getting a job in Singapore can be difficult. Reason being, firstly, the number of jobs in Singapore are limited because it's a small country. And secondly, for those limited number of jobs, you will be competing with students who have graduated from these top 5 countries. So it can be challenging to find a job in Singapore. And then when you come back to India, nobody knows the university you've graduated from because it's neither famous nor reputed. So getting a job in your home country can also be difficult. But these things a consultant will never tell you because they have tie-up with these universities and they get commission if you apply to them or if you take admission in them. So what these consultants will do is that they will paint a very rosy picture for you and make you apply to these universities. And because you're uninformed, because you don't know much, you will actually take their advice. Well, here is my advice to you. Do your own research. It is you who knows best what kind of program you would like to pursue, what kind of courses you would like to study. So you know best what program is best suited for you. As for choosing the universities, go online and look at the rankings like QS World University rankings or Times Higher Education rankings. And then look at universities in Singapore which make it to the top 200 in the world or say top 500 in the world. If you want to know in detail how to choose universities, I've also made a separate video on that which you can check out. All you need to do is take some time out and spend it on the internet. You will have all the information at the tip of your fingers. And when you are informed, nobody can fool you. Secondly, what these education consultants do is that they help you prepare your documents like SOPs and LORs and also fill the application out for you. Now, when it comes to SOPs and LORs, what these consultants will do is that they will take your information and fit it in a standardized template, or maximum they will ask their content writers to write your SOP and LORs for you. Now, what is wrong with this process? The moment you submit an SOP or LOR that is written by an educational consultant, immediately the university will understand that it's not written by you. Trust me, it's very easy to find out. Last year, I reviewed 200 SOP and LORs, and just by reading the document, I was able to understand whether the SOP has been written by the student or by the parent or by the educational consultant. So if I am able to find that out, then I'm 100% sure the university also can. So what you need to do is write your own SOP and write your own LORs. You know yourself best, and when you prepare these documents, there's a certain amount of emotions and feelings which are present that no consultant, no SOP writer can incorporate. So now, how do you write these SOPs and how do you write these LORs? Well, what I've done is I've prepared separate videos on it as to how to write an SOP, how to write an LOR, what is the difference between SOP and personal statements, and even how to write a scholarship essay. So just by going through these videos, it will give you a good idea as to how to write these documents. Now, if you want to learn in detail how to write SOPs, LORs, personal statements, and also see examples of students who have gone into top universities, for that reason, I offer a course on studying abroad where you learn step by step how to write these documents. Or if you feel that I can write these documents on my own and I just need someone to review it for me and correct it for me, for that purpose we offer our Study Abroad Feedback Program. To know more about these courses and programs, the link is given in the description. Once again, we are not an SOP writing service. I am not going to write your SOP for you. I can teach you how to write an SOP and then I can review your SOP for you and correct it for you. But I will never write your SOPs for you. And now let's talk about taking help of these consultants to fill out the application form. A lot of parents feel that the application form is going to be very complicated and that is why you need help of consultants to fill it out. Not really. What these consultants do is that they take all your personal information from you. They of course will not know what is your street address, what is your passport number, and then what they will do is that they will just use your details and fill out the entire form, and you actually pay them for that. Guys, please don't do that. Nowadays, the application forms are extremely simple and easy to follow, and even if you're not able to understand anything, you can always email the university and they will get back to you. So just for simply filling out an application form, please don't waste your money. It's almost like putting your hard-earned money in the drain if you pay consultants to do this. And finally, coming to the visa process that these consultants claim to help you in. Well, talking specifically about Singapore, the visa process is extremely simple. It's not like a US visa where you have to give an interview and then there are high chances that your visa will get rejected. No. Once you get admission in a Singapore university, it's the university's responsibility to help you with the visa. So they share the step-by-step process with you and guide you along the way. The only reason your visa could get rejected is because if you have some health issues or some exceptional cases. Other than that, everyone's visa gets approved without any hassle. And all this visa communication takes place between you, the university, and the Immigration and Checkpoint Authority of Singapore. So the consultant here has no role to play and they can't even help you if they want. If you look at the entire application process, there are only two places you would actually need help. First is having any specific questions or doubts about studying or working in Singapore, about the program, university, job opportunities, service obligation, etc. Because of which I have a one-to-one guidance session. It's a 30-minute session where any doubts, any questions that you have about studying in Singapore, working in Singapore, I can actually clear that for you because I have that knowledge now. So again, I'm repeating the fact that I'm not a consultant. I'm not going to apply to the university for you. I'm also not going to choose the university and programs for you. I'm just here for you so that if you have any doubts, any questions about the admission process, etc., you can just clear them with me. And the second place where students actually need help is in preparing their documents like CVs, SOPs, LORs, and making sure that they are actually submitting a good quality document. Which is why I've launched 2-3 separate programs on this. So first is a resume building program that we offer, which teaches you how to prepare a proper resume, proper CV, and then you get feedback from me to make it ready for submission. Similarly, we have a study abroad course where you learn how to write a proper SOP, LOR, personal statement, see a lot of examples, right? Which teaches you the entire process of how to go about writing these documents on your own. And then finally, we have an SOP LOR feedback program where I review these documents for you and correct it and make sure that you're submitting these good quality documents for your admissions, which are actually written by you. So to answer the question we had started out with, who is the best consultant for admissions in Singapore? And the answer is you. You alone have the power to decide which programs and which universities are good for you. Only you can write your SOPs and LORs best, and only you can fill out the application form. You don't need any consultants to do these jobs for you. So wishing you all the very best. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I wish you have a fantastic career ahead.